And it looks like we're live. And I'm alone, but that's good. That's all good. Okay, for the video edit. Hey, it's Angela here, Nerfenstein, and today we are repainting the awesome trucks that come in board game Kero. I've wanted to repaint these since I got the game because just look at them. They're going to look awesome. I've decided I'm probably going to do one red and one blue just to differentiate them. Oh, Michael, hey, buddy. One of my favorite people. Yeah, so I'm actually doing a board game repaint today, which I know is shocking after all of the PlayStation stuff that I've been covering, but I've been loving that, so it's easy to cover. I didn't realize how easy it was to stream your PlayStation. Too easy. Okay, just for the edit, some black acrylic. And looking for brushes. Always so kind. Only kind to those who deserve it, Michael. Only kind to those. Okay, as usual, I'm starting with a black base. You can see the bottom's going to be all metal dry brushed, other than the tires, obviously. So I see you're back to streaming, Michael. So your apartment must all be finished then after your disaster. It's so quiet in here at the moment, it's eerie. I feel like I should have some background noise on, but YouTube will kick me off if I put some music on. Beginning to wonder if I should have sanded this a little bit. The paint's not adhering as well as it usually does. Oh, you've moved back in. Yeah, unpacking and getting settled back in is a pain in the butt. Upside, it can feel quite cathartic as well because you know where everything is from the get-go, which is kind of awesome. I kind of like moving house for that reason. You can start afresh. Oh, wow, you've been there for 18 years in the same house or the same apartment? I get itchy feet after a while, so does my partner. So we probably would not stay in one place unless it was our forever home for that long. Must know every nook and cranny in that place. Sorry if you can hear that noise in the background. It sounds like the council gardener's out and about. And although we're way up high, it sounds pretty damn loud. Fair enough, Michael. Yeah, the property value's probably gone up immensely, I would think. We rent this apartment and we have never rented before. We usually buy, but it's 4 minutes walk away from my partner's work. So it's perfect, really. Oh yeah, so you can, and again, you can restart your painting station all perfectly neat. Because this apartment's so tiny, I don't have my workshop anymore, so all of my paint stuff is in this plastic container off to the side. Not ideal. And obviously doing things like prop making and Nerf mods now is quite hard, but I have got a plan so that I can actually do that, because I know a lot of people follow me for the Nerf and the props. So I've got a couple of wee plans, hopefully, that I'll be able to pull off. Man, this paint is not adhering very well here. Definitely should have sanded it. If you are watching the edited version of this, you'll see that I started doing the black undercoat. Give it a wee sand before you begin, would be my advice, with a really high grade paper. Yeah, it's always amazing, isn't it, when you see people that can knock out an army of figures. I do that as well, Michael. I generally, unless it's something like this where it's a tutorial and I'm rushing a wee bit so as to not bore the pants off people, I'll get lost in the detail as well, and I will faff and faff and faff over one thing, so it ends up taking me ages. Cool thing about these trucks is they're the egg timers in the game. That's why I've taped it off. So you stand them up, which I thought was pretty awesome. I know it's like a useless thing, it's just aesthetic. It doesn't change the use of it at all, but I like the idea. Yeah, I need a magnifying glass now. That's because my eyes are absolutely terrible. Like even this is a little bit blurry to me, not gonna lie, and I've got my glasses on. Just getting older, I guess, and I have got macular degeneration, which I have had since I was in my 30s. So I am in the optometry books in London, and I assume the world, because they did a case study on my eyes because they are buggered. And I was really young when I got it, which is apparently really unusual. But luckily, all of the drusen and the stuff that makes you go blind is all around the outside of my eyes and has never started uptake in the center of my eyes. So if that continues, good stuff. If that stops, I am in severe trouble. Oh, hey Kat, how's it going? You really need to email me, Josh, about that Skype meetup, because I have forgotten the date and everything. I think it's tomorrow, but I'm not 100% sure. So email me and email me what we're going to chat about so that I'm not some stunned fish on the stream. Maybe it's next Tuesday actually. This is such a cool model for an egg timer. Gimmicky though it is. Oh, it's today? Oh, geez. Well, I better get ready for that then later, hadn't I? I look a bloody sight. I'll be there, Josh, don't worry. If I say I'm going to do something, I'll do it. Regardless. Or whenever possible, anyway. I will not let you down. I don't know why I thought it was Tuesday that we were doing that. Muppet. Cool thing about doing post-apocalyptic stuff, I think I say in every stream that I'm doing something, PA, is you can be messy. It doesn't matter because everything will be messed up anyway. So when it comes to painting this, it shouldn't be too hard, I wouldn't think. I was going to ask what you've been up to, Josh, but I can just ask you on Skype in a bit, I guess. We'll chat before recording, no problem. This is such a cool model. It's a shame that both models are exactly the same, but I assume it was probably cheaper to do it that way. And it wasn't an overly expensive game either. Oh, do you know what? I love Fallout, like the video games, and I do not own that game. Which is weird, because yeah, I would love to paint them as well. I think maybe my days of painting 15 and 25mm figures are over, sadly. I tried to paint some D&D minis with my daughter a while back and could not see anything. Terrible. Yeah, the minis for that do look really cool. If it's the one I'm thinking of, I know there's a couple of... Oh, that's cute. I've just noticed they've got the Hurrican logo on the front of the truck. The publisher. The only Fallout game that I haven't bought is Fallout 76, and I've ended up with it inadvertently when I bought a bunch of secondhand VR stuff, and that was in the box. Tiff. Oh, thanks so much for popping in. I know how busy you are at the moment. I've been keeping up to date with all your tweets and things. You look like you're having a blast. Brilliant. Harbour needs someone good working for them. Nothing but hassle trying to contact their PR, I know that. Watching at the airport. Yeah, airport Wi-Fi. Not the best. Yes, I finally, I actually bought this game because of you, Tiff. That is why I own it. And I think you sold yours. Yeah, your new job looks awesome. Dream job. Very cool. Yeah, I bet you did. Your paint job would have been far better than mine. I don't imagine you've got a lot of time to paint stuff at the moment, though. Oh, I'm not even on camera, am I? What a dope. Lucky for the edit, hey. Yeah, I thought you might be a bit exhausted. It's hard to go from working from home to working out and about. I work from home. I've got my office behind me. And yeah, I like my little cocoon. Yeah, it'll be good when your thing settles down and you can get back to streaming and things. I'm sure certain people are missing them. That would be me. I do like the company. I would have to say your live streams are probably the best board game live streams, along with Michael, was in the chat. I don't know if he's still there or not, but it's because you chat to the chat. Some live streamers will live stream and then they just ignore the fact that people have shown up. They can't be asked to even acknowledge them, and it's like, well, that's part of the fun of live streaming. Otherwise, you should just put a video up. The plan for the paint job on these is, I think I'm going to do one red and one blue. I know that's super boring, but when my partner and I play games, that's generally the color meeples that we choose. So I figured, why not? And also they're easy to differentiate rather than, you know, doing them closer colors. I was just saying earlier though, I really should have sanded these a little bit beforehand. It's that super smooth, cheap plastic. So the paint is not sticking as well as it should be. Oh, hey, Steve. Steve always reminds me of my son-in-law. I don't know, I think I might have told you that when we met up. But they're quite similar in mannerism and everything. It's quite funny. And I adore my son-in-law, so he's a good egg. Yeah, I think so too, Michael. Otherwise you may as well just video it by yourself and then upload it, I guess. I'm glad this is post-apocalyptic because I can already see a few bits that are bugging me with lumpy paint. Oh, thanks, Tiff. Yeah, I was probably better at them a few years ago before my eyes started to go, to be honest. When I was doing Nerf mods and things. Getting old, my friend. Getting old. Is anyone watching that animated thing on Netflix? I can't remember the name of it. I think it's called Death, Love and Rockets or something like that. Holy crap, some of the animation in that. Crazy. If you haven't watched it, check it out. It's like each episode is a different animation style. It's really cool. A little bit risque though. Don't watch it with your parents. Be mortified. What scale are these trucks? Good question. I would guess 20 millimeter maybe? Around that, maybe a little bit less. 15? No, 20. I would guess 20. They're actually sand timers. Yeah, that's a great idea actually. I don't know why I didn't think of doing that, maybe to differentiate them a little bit more from each other. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Yeah, I could have definitely stuck a few greeblies on here and there. Would have looked cool because they're post-apocalyptic anyway, so they probably would end up with loads of crap stuck all over them. Defensive stuff and whatnot. You're as old as you feel in your heart. Do you know what? I believe that as well, Michael, but the problem with that is when you walk past a mirror or a shop window, you get the shock of your bloody life. I do anyway. I do not feel my age. And the older you get, the worse it is. Yeah, I really like these models. They're really cool. Just trying to make sure I've gotten every nook and cranny so that when I dry brush it, I haven't missed anything. Oh, hey Delta. How's it going? What are you up to? I am painting the egg timers from Board Game Kero today. I just woke up. Are there any other vehicles in the game? No, there's no other vehicles. These are the egg timers. That's why I've taped it off. There's 2 of them. And that is that. Yeah, I can see how you would end up playing with them. They are really cool. Oh, you lucky buggers. Talking about going to bloody Gen Con. One day I'll get to go to something. I'm in LA later this year and I'm missing E3 by a week or a few days, I think. Devo. I've always wanted to go. Even when I was a big video game reviewer and I would get invited to all the launches and all that, I never got to go to E3. Got invited but didn't get to go. Bummed. All right, Tiff, thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciate that, especially knowing how busy you are at the moment. I hope your flight is a good one. I feel like so the stream's not boring, I should maybe just do one rather than undercoating that other one. And then just do that one off camera. Might be better. If you're into board games and you haven't subbed to the folks in the channel, do so, because they are some great peeps. I've been pretty lucky actually with YouTube, because I never did YouTube because I was always scared people are going to be jerks, like it's known for that. But everyone that I've met, pretty much other than one troll on my channel, has been so lovely. Even with the PSVR folks on YouTube are amazing. Haven't had one issue, and I was really worried about putting myself out there because of all the shit that I had on Xbox Live from male gamers, but what a great bunch of folks. Faith restored. I'm even thinking of playing online again, which I never thought would happen. The good outweighs the bad, you mean with people, Michael? I think that's true. As we've seen in the last few days. How on earth? Why miss that entire wheel? The community as a whole is great. You mean the board game community? There's a few dickheads in the board game community. But yes, I would agree for the most part. Awesome, folks. Awesome, awesome. I know that Mandy and Suzanne have taken some grief from some morons. But overall, lovely. I assume the same people that rated Captain Marvel negatively before even seeing it are probably similar to the people that give Mandy and Suzanne grief. It's really hard to imagine that you get stressed, Michael, because honestly, you've got it all going for you. You're charismatic when you're on there. You're a good-looking guy, and YouTube obviously is visual. And you're so easy in front of the camera. It's mad to think that you've got any issue with that. You should be grabbing on with both hands, my friend. I know it's easy to say though. People always say to me, "Oh, you're okay. You shouldn't got nothing to worry about," and I hate it. Not gonna lie. Even now, I've tried a few times. Like I do my vlogs in front of the camera now, but I do not enjoy it. If you saw the editing process of some of my vlogs, you would laugh at the amount of time that I cut out because I'm just sat there looking gormless, panicking. But I'm getting there. I'm trying. Oh, 2 hours sleep. It's worse when you're tired as well. Yeah, you've got nothing to worry about. I genuinely do really enjoy your streams. Genuinely. There's no sucking up there. They're great. I just wish you guys had your own channel, because it seems like everyone attaches themselves to the dice tower, and then if they end up going off and sort of doing their own thing eventually, they have to start all over again. I wish more people sort of did their videos in both places, you know, just doubled up the upload, so that if you decided to detach yourself from that mammoth channel, that you'd still have all your backlog. I think the brothers Murph did that. They kind of went in there and then did their own thing at the same time, and now they've got quite a good following. Because believe it or not, some people don't watch the Dice Tower. Hard to believe. Oh, cheers, Delta. Yeah, I've always been quite shy, so it's not fun. And obviously, I'm not your YouTube usual. I mean, you know, I feel like everyone on YouTube's young and good looking, and that is hard to put yourself out there when you're not. But that's life, isn't it? Them's the breaks. Yeah, I know. I do follow To Die For Games. I was actually a bit sad when the other two left. I can't even remember their names now, which is terrible. The Games Teacher and the Games Maven. They seem to be keeping that channel sort of ticking over. I don't know whether they're doing their own thing now or not. Oh, hey, Will. Don't worry. Don't worry about deleting things and whatnot. I'm amazed I got this live stream up, buddy. I'm amazed. At the moment, I am just undercoating this bad boy, which is the egg timer from the board game Kero. Just trying to make sure I haven't missed any bits. Oh, thanks, Delta. Well, it helps when, I mean, you're awesome. You know, there's certain people on your Facebook page or whatever, and when their name pops up, it makes you smile. You're one of them. I recognise the regulars, and I appreciate it. Oh, you cheeky bugger. How did I miss that? But I missed it on the other side as well, yep. Yeah, it's not easy, Delta. So you do cinematography. I've just got myself a new camera at Christmas. My partner bought me, and I'm hoping to learn how to use it better, because it is freaking awesome. The Osmo Pocket, if you've heard of it. So good. Like, it feels like magic in your hand because it's so small, but the gimbal on it and everything is just super responsive. I love it. Not really much use for what I do on my channel, but should be good for holidays and things. Oh, do you know what? You're right, Will. I just assumed that was your name. Will Cook for Board Games. Okay. Most amusing, yes. I can see how that happens though, and I apologize. It's like when most people call me Nerf, and I'm like, ugh, Girly Gamer is actually the name that I have had for decades. But people will call me Nerf because of Nerfenstein. Oh, fair enough. Modern board games are amazing, though. You should definitely give it a try. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. Nope. You can call me anything you like. But yeah, GG. A lot of people do call me that, right enough. I think we're nearly done this one, guys. How exciting. Whoop. It is so hot here today, guys. Whew. It's not even 9 a.m. and it is roasting. It's like summer will not freaking leave. Although it's even got the little ladder on the back. Aha. Oh, 6 degrees. Oh. I actually like temperature to be sort of 25 degrees, around that, so that you're not too cold, not too hot. But living in Queensland, it's hot most of the time. It's like living in Florida, really, I guess. It's a similar climate. Oh, see you, Josh. I'll catch you soon, I guess, on that other thing. Queensland Pride. I'm in Brisbane. I used to live on the Gold Coast, but I've moved to Brisbane almost a year ago now. About 9 months ago, which is crazy. Oh, whereabouts are you, Knife Fight? I'm loving living in Brisbane. I know it gets a bad rap. People always waffling on about you should move to Melbourne. But Brisbane's an amazing city. It's so clean, and I don't know, it's not too much. Love it. Coomera. Oh, there you go. I used to live near Coomera. I used to live in Pimpama. Yeah, Coomera's not bad. They're building things up. They've got the new city centre and things. Hey, Cynical. What's made stuff? Oh, really? You didn't know paint and nerf was a thing? Yeah, it seems to have died off a little bit. I know more people seem to be into the internal modifications and things now with 3D printing, but yeah, nerf painting's been a thing for a while. Oh, cheers, Cynical. Yeah, I do. I really miss paint and nerf, but I just haven't got the space. I mean, this here, this is literally my workstation now. So I've gone from having a massive garage workshop to this, you know, 60 centimetre space. But I've got some plans afoot to try and wangle in some nerf. We'll see how I go. You've never opened one? You know what, knife fight? Neither have I. Oh, well, tell a lie. I've opened them, but I've never done any kind of internal modding. I get totally lost. Even opening them, I get scared that I'm going to lose screws and things. But yeah, that Han Solo blaster, that's an easy mod if you want that particular prop and you can't afford the fancy one, because it's so easy to paint. Yeah, I'd love to be able to do all the internal stuff, but nope, it ain't for me. Oh, you've got a tiny workspace as well, Cynical. Yeah, I guess I could paint a Nerf blaster here, but generally speaking, I usually do other stuff to them. And the thing that I'm missing as well is doing the foam props, and I've literally got no storage here at all to put all the foam and glues and all that kind of jazz. I did, I found something interesting during the week. In case you haven't heard of it and you're into the prop making, let me see if I can grab it. 1 second. This stuff, I've never heard of it before. I don't know whether you've heard of it before, but it's foam clay. So it's like a clay substance, but I assume when it dries, it's like EVA foam. I just got this little sample sent out so that I could use it to see what it's like, because I'm thinking of making one of the blasters from a PSVR game that I'm playing at the moment, and I'll be making it in foam. And I thought, oh, that's weird. Anyway, top tip. I don't know if it's any good, but don't eat it. Okay, we'll cook for board games. Cheers for stopping by, and I hope you have a good night's sleep. Where did I find that? The foam clay, I found it online. I can't remember the name of the shop. I'll put the name of the shop on the video description once I get to edit it. I can't remember. It's a shop. I think it's in Victoria somewhere here in Australia. Yeah, I'd love a proper dedicated workspace here as well, but it ain't gonna happen. This apartment's garbage for storage. There's literally no storage cupboards at all. There's just the cupboards in the bedrooms. So, not great. Oh, you've used the foam clay? I haven't even opened it because I'm worried that it's going to dry. I assume it dries into foam, does it, once I take it out of the thing? So I haven't even opened it because I thought I'll open it when I've got something to make with it type thing. Oh, Evil Ted. See, I follow him. I just haven't watched him for a wee while. And welcome to the stream, Undutchable. Okay, I will check that out on his channel then. Yeah, he's awesome. I actually was at a convention or something in America once, and I saw him there, and I had that fangirly moment of like, oh my God, it's Evil Ted. And my partner was like, go over and say hi. And like an idiot, because I panic, I did not. And now I have regret. I just stood there staring at him like a moron. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to open that and give it a go, and we'll see what the drying time is on it. I figured that it probably must do that, otherwise what would be the point? I'm just trying to fill in every little gap here because I've noticed that it's still brown around the edge there. You probably do the same. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it, really? Back when I was big in the Nerf modding, I had a few people come up to me and be all fangirly, and it was strange. Yeah, strange but most welcome. It's nice when someone appreciates that you've put time and effort into something, especially when you're not getting paid for it. Is that all done? I think it is. Such a cool model. Just checking in the light to see if I've missed anywhere, in case you're wondering. I'm not admiring it. Aha! Okay, I imagine if are you in the US, Cynical? I imagine it's probably a lot cheaper where you are than it is here. Even styrene here, styrene sheets. What an absolute rort. They're so expensive. And warbler. Holy crap. That expensive too. Hey, Calvin's got game. Cheers. Bit boring at the moment. It's literally just the black undercoat, but hoping it'll be good when it's done. I'm going to do one blue and one red. I like how it's got the shutters on the windscreen. Oh, okay, yeah, I never think to check eBay. I probably should. I bought some stuff off, I think it's called Wish, which is like a cheap Chinese store, and holy crap, yeah, it is cheap. Like, cheap stuff, not good. I learnt my lesson. Sometimes you're better off paying more. Oh, you're in the UK. Yeah, Americans get it good, that's for sure. Whenever I go to America, I go to Michael's and just cry at the prices. And their foam as well, their EVA foam is totally different to the Australian foam. It's kind of got a more solid texture, so that if you're cutting it, it cuts so much better than the crappy stuff we get. I actually bought a roll of it when I was in America a couple of trips back. And yeah, so different, so much better. I can see now how people like Bill Duran over at Punish Props, everything they do is so precise and neat, and it's because it cuts better. There's no doubt about it. I think this one's done. Oh. Yeah, you definitely get what you pay for. Hey, Matt, welcome to the stream. It's thrilling. We're undercoating the Egg Timer truck from the board game Kero today. And I think it's nearly done. I'm just trying to spot bits that I've missed. Just turn my light up a little bit. Oh, not down, up. Oh God, I've changed the color. What am I doing? Up, 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 up. I think it might be done. Could probably go over it again, but for the sake of the stream, I think I will not. Same bloomin' spot on both sides that I have missed. Yeah, that's probably the stuff I'm talking about, Cynical. Honestly, the difference in it is ridiculous. Yeah, it is. I can see now how they make things look easier, and it is because of the stuff that they're using. Compared to the floor mat stuff that we get, yeah, it is. It's just, even the texture of it is different. It's like ours are more rubbery, theirs is more sort of solid, like it's more compressed. Yeah, it would be nice to find a distributor of that stuff here, but I haven't seen one anywhere. I don't know whether this place that sells this has it. I did notice that they sell a lot of EVA foam stuff. They even sell stuff that is in shapes like styrene, so like tubes and things like that. I'll put the URL up in the description once I can grab it. And it's Australian, so no use to you in the UK, but for Aussies, it'll be amazing if they're actually selling the US EVA. Assuming they are. Can't find thinner EVA foam anywhere. You mean craft foam? The really thin stuff? That's just craft foam. You'll get that in any art shop. Oh, Delta. You're amazing, buddy. Cheers. Very frustrating to try and make anything. Yeah, something local in Queensland would be good, but Victoria's not too bad. I mean, this thing here they sent out for free because it's just a wee sample. Didn't cost anything, literally. Just signed up to get it, to check it out. All right, Cynical, no problem. Yeah, work gets in the way of life, doesn't it? Okay, I think I'm going to give this a quick little dry brush before I have to end the stream, now that I've realised I have other commitments. Oh, bloody cheek. Totally missed that bit. I think that'll do. That'll give us a rough idea of the detail. Bing. Some water. You're doing a fantastic job, Delta. Fantastic. I'm going to give this a quick whiz with some silver acrylic. Try and bring out the detail a bit. And in case you're wondering, it's just cheap acrylic. Bloop. And here's a big giant brush. I might use this brush, monster brush. I reckon that'll be quicker. Yeah. So I ran a competition on my YouTube channel to give away a board game, a video game code and a board game, and holy crap, did it go horribly wrong. So the board game I was giving away costs $25 here, roughly. And I had a copy that the publisher sent out. So I thought I'll give that away. But because it was a random drawn someone in the Netherlands, they have won the board game. So I'm like, okay, I need to post it. Postage was out of control. It was cheaper for me to buy them a copy of the game and have it posted from Amazon, and it cost me $75 to fulfill that prize. So I am not giving away any board games anymore. I'm giving away Amazon credit in future competitions because I could not afford that. That was insane. I guess credit's probably better because then you can choose the game you want rather than being stuck with whatever it was for the competition. This is just dry brushing air. You've seen me do this before if you've been here. Super easy, and it brings out all of the detail. Super cheap postage between our suburbs, at least. Yeah, man, I tell you, I was like, holy crap. And my partner was like, no more competitions. Because that is mad. I mean, that was $75 that I could not afford. But the person that won seemed happy, so I guess that's the main thing. The code, the PSVR code that I gave away was easy because it was just a code that the publisher sent me. So I just sent the winner that, and then obviously they just download the game. No cost involved. That was a lot easier. I'm doing the whole thing in silver just to lighten it up a bit before I do it in the red or the blue. And it's just easier than taping bits off. And it shows you the detail in the stream before I have to rush off. Yeah, I've got loads of Nerf blasters sitting in my old workshop up in the Gold Coast that I probably should give away. But again, I'm scared of postage now. I've got some great blasters there as well, like long shots and things. But I'm scared. You see how easy this is, like literally any idiot can do this. Problem that most people have when they dry brush is they don't listen to the word dry. So they put so much paint on their brush and then wipe it off thinking, oh, that's a dry brush. No, you've not wiped enough off. See, all the time, big sploshes of paint. I'd rather go over something 10 times with a light dry brush than 2 times with a heavy one, because I think it just brings it out much nicer. This is a cool model. Let me know if you're giving away Boss Monster. Seriously, you want Boss Monster? That game is not that great. Each to their own, obviously. If you enjoy it, that's cool. I could just drive it up to where you are next time I'm on the coast. If I had a copy of Boss Monster, I would give it to you Knife Fight, but I do not have it. Look at those wheels. Holy crap, they're so cool. I'll hold it up in a second. Show you the detail. Wicked cool. Oh, this is nice. It's funny how people will pop in to the stream, but they don't say anything. You just see the number go up and then they hang about and then leave. You'd think being a stream, they'd say, hey, so that you can say hello back. I'm loving these wheel hubs. They are cool. I know this will be a different color, but I'm lightening it with the silver dry brush so that when I do the red or blue dry brush, it'll pop a little bit more, because if I do it straight onto the black, it's not going to pop as much, if that makes sense. Some people lurk. Yeah, they do. That's okay. Some people probably pop in and go, she's not playing a video game, or she's not nerf modding, or she's not doing whatever. And that's okay too. Thing with doing something like this is, it's exactly the same thing that you would do for a nerf mod. So nerf modders really should be getting something out of a stream like this anyway, because I wouldn't be doing anything different if this were a Nerf blaster and I was doing it silver dry brush. I would have started with the black and then I'd be hitting it with the silver. This is a great way to do that gunmetal bluing. Red and blue, painting Optimus. I'm painting them red and blue because when my partner and I play board games, we choose red and blue. They're the meeple colours, and I figured it would be a good way to differentiate between these two, because one's for one player and one's for the other player. Plus you do see red and blue Mack trucks, and it kind of looks like a big Mack truck, so. Oh, you're at work, knife fight? You know what? Usually when I'm in my office working, that's exactly what I do. Just for company, I will put live streams on. It's good, it helps break up the day. Otherwise the monotony, because you're working on a computer, is just so boring. Yeah, I really like doing that as well. Just the little window in the top corner of my secondary monitor. And I can listen in and glance over now and again. Feels like you've got company even when they're not there type thing. It's good. The red, the red does go faster, yes. I think we're nearly done here. I need to go and get ready for that board game captain chat video thing, whatever it is. I've not done underneath. What a dope. It's only the most important silver bit in the bloody model. What's that? Oh yeah, if you're red and striped, you're flying. Adore. Ah, don't you hate it? I've just spotted a bit that I bloody missed. It's this colour right there. I'm gonna have to fix that. You've been awesome company, guys. I really appreciate the company that you've given up your time. Oops, sorry about that. Given up your time to sit here with this old bird. Much appreciated. I may well do another live stream when I'm not as busy. I didn't realise that I'd committed to the other thing today. Otherwise, I would have just sat here and finished these. That grill at the front, whoo, it's boss. Gonna have to go back over all the wheels, obviously, but you've got to get these axle bits underneath. It's not overly detailed underneath, but there's enough there to be interesting. Pretty great. For an egg timer, which is essentially what it is. One more pass, and then we will bid adieu to one another. I love how the publisher's logo's on there. I can't believe I didn't notice that before. That grill though. Woohoo! Look how easy this is, guys. Look at the detail. Loving it. Loving it. Look at the detail underneath. Let's see if I can. I think I'm going to call that done until the next stream when we do the colors. And then I'll knit it all together in a short tutorial video. Look at those wheel hubs. Sweet. The back. Front. Too cool. I like these grills. And there's that logo. You see that? Okay, I'm going to stop the stream here, guys. Thanks so much for dropping by if you did. I really appreciate it. I know that time is precious, and the fact that you've stopped by to keep me company, awesome. Thanks so much for being an awesome moderator as well, Delta. I appreciate that. That is part one of the repaint of the egg timer in the game Kero. It's turning out pretty nice so far. I'm looking forward to doing them both. I think on the next stream what I'll do is I'll undercoat this one so it's ready to go, so that's not part of the stream. And we'll crack on with the colors. Yep, thanks for dropping by, and I will see you next time, guys. Nerfenstein out. If I can work out how.